This is the first episode of my highly anticipated vlog, BEAU KNOws, where I dispense my personal advice to people who ask me for it. This is not the way I thought I was going to do it. The reason why it's taken so long is because I wanted to have it all staged and look super cute and put together and use a really nice camera, but that just hasn't happened. I just don't have time to put together this whole show. And I've kind of just been sitting on it for months now, and I'm just over it. So I thought I'd do it when I feel the most comfortable. Like my baby's asleep, which is the number one thing. And then I can't do it during the day because it's just not going to fit in. Wearing my pajamas, makeup all crazy, if there's any left, feeling comfortable. And now I feel like I'm having a really lucid mindset. So my day's put away and now I can focus on these questions. I got my water, got my wine, I got coffee, I'm good. So who's asking me questions and why should you care? You don't have to. I care. So I belong to a lot of online groups, a lot. And I just put it out there, you guys, I want to do an advice column because I like to talk and tell people what to do, and a lot of people like to listen to me do it. So I asked anybody who has any issues, problems, you can send it to me anonymously, and I would just discuss it and tell you what I think about it. So I got a really awesome response, more than I thought I would. And I like to just do 2 questions per video, and I don't really like to read them beforehand so that I can just kind of go off the top of my head with what my true advice would be. And so in that way, I think the chilling kind of atmosphere works because it's kind of just we're hanging out. If you were at my house and you asked me some advice, this is what I would say, and it's authentic to me that way. So I'm not staging it. So that said, I'm just gonna get started. I'm gonna answer a couple of questions, and then I'm just gonna post this, and that's it. So I've got a couple of emails pulled up already. This was the very first question that I got. So here it is. BEAU KNOws. And I have to get it right the first time because I'm not editing this. I can't. I physically cannot. I just watched that SNL today. Okay, so first question. Dear BEAU KNOws, this might sound childish or maybe dramatic. Am I being over dramatic? My husband and I talked about names before we even began to try for our second baby. We decided to name him after my husband's great-grandfather, a very unique name that was special to our family. When I found out baby was a boy, I had an old friend happily message me, "So what are you naming your baby?" I told her. Well, now she is pregnant. She announced over Facebook her baby's name, first and middle name, exactly what I told her I was naming mine when I messaged her. She answered with it, "Oh, well, you never announced it, so I thought you chose a different one." I just love those names so much. I haven't talked to her since then, but I don't want my baby to have her kid's name. I was in love with that name, but now I feel like I will always think of her kid. This was a month or so ago. Today, she sent me a picture of a hat she bought with her baby's name. Am I being overdramatic? I feel like I've been calling baby by his name all of this time, and now I'm sick to my stomach, and I started calling him baby because I can't call him a name that brings me to tears. I've been having a hard time connecting with my baby and my tummy, anxiety and such, and now I feel more far away from him as his name was something I loved and now is something that makes me sad. I know this might sound weird, but his name made me feel closer to him by calling him by it. So now she's messaged me 2 separate times, making sure I'm not keeping the name. What? The name I gave her. We've been friends for 20 years and I don't know how to proceed. Thanks for listening. Nameless Kid's mom. So I had read this email before, but I read it, this probably like 3 months ago. So I'm pretty sure her child's probably born now. Okay. Golly. So first of all, congratulations on the baby. I'm sure he's beautiful. Second of all, I mean, I can only go from what I think. My name is Beaufield. My name has always been Beaufield. I have never met another Beaufield. So I'm coming from this place of like a really unique name that I hated and then I grew into, and now it's me. It's I don't know what it's like to have a very common name. So for me, the uniqueness of names is very special because I think it does build a character, and once you have that unique name or that special family name, it's it has a little bit more substance than, oh, I just found this name and we thought it was cute and it's on the top 10 list and so that's where my whole idea is coming from. I personally, you guys have been friends for 20 years, great. Good for you. That's a long time. And I understand that pregnancy brings on a lot of craziness, ups and downs, hormones. Sometimes you're not thinking right. When I was pregnant, I look back on that time and I was like in a haze of like fog and I don't know, just another person took over me. I had a pregnant personality. So there's that too. But I don't want to use that as a crutch for the fact that your friend isn't really being much of a friend at all. Okay, this isn't like a jacket. It's not a jacket that she's just gonna, oh, I like that jacket, I'm gonna take the same one. This is your child's identity. And especially if you've put the name out there and she knows that it's a family name, and now she's online harassing you to not use the name that you had first, I can't with that. Like, that's not what friends do. And it sucks that she's put you in this position where you have to question your child's name, his entire identity, and perhaps lose a family name. But I would keep the name and I would lose the friend. And I would forget she ever existed. And I would forget her name. And honestly, if she's watching this, what are you doing? Like, why wouldn't you have more respect for your own child's personal identity than stealing someone else's name? And this isn't like your next door neighbor's gardener's daughter's name. This is your best friend of 20 years, and you even think that that's legitimate, and then you online harass her about it? No, girl. No. That is absolutely, I think it's absolutely wild, and I would keep the name, ditch the friend, kick her to the curb, because there are a lot of other people out there who'll be better to you than that. Check it. Okay. That was fun. Okay, I'm going to do one more. One more. Oh, man. And no, I do not think you're being overdramatic. I think this is the right amount of drama. Yes, I do. And no, people don't own baby names, but come on. It's your girl. It's your girl. Ugh. Yeah. Okay. Dear BEAU KNOWS, hi, I'm an Omaha native. Me too. I have held the same position in a corporate office downtown for 12 years, and about 3 years ago, a gal I'll call Jasmine started working in my same department. Jasmine is a really sweet person. She makes me laugh and she's good at her job. But lately, she's made me really concerned. Her usually fun personality has become very demure. She's pale. She seems erratic. She leaves the office immediately at 5 every day. What time is she off? I'll be leaving at 5 too. Catch me at 4:59. I'm really concerned that she's on meth or some other type of drug and is hurting herself. Her work isn't suffering, so there's no reason for me to bring it up to her. But I'd hate to think that she's self-harming and I could do something, but I didn't. We're not that close as friends, so I don't know how to approach it with her. She also has 2 small children, and I'm concerned about their welfare and whether to get authorities involved. I'm really at a loss for how to proceed and only want to do what's right. Thank you. So glad you're doing this. Concerned coworker. Okay. Concerned coworker. Don't bring her kids into it, okay? Because you don't know what's going on. You don't know anything. You said it yourself. Anything about her life. And the only thing that you need to concern yourself with is from the hours of 9 to 5, 8 to 5, whatever they are. And even then, you need to be talking about paperwork, business plans, whatever it is you guys do. You never know what somebody's going through, okay? And erratic behavior, I guess you didn't really elaborate on that. She looks pale. It could be a personal thing. It could be a bad relationship. It could be an illness. You just don't know. And you've already decided that it's meth. And you're willing to even consider putting her children on the line, like her status as a parent, because you think maybe her erratic behavior must mean that you've been watching too much intervention? I think that if you want to continue to be nosy, you could ask her out to lunch. You could create a circumstance in which she may want to open up to you. Or you could mind your own business. That said, if you truly do care about if something is going on in her life, even if you're not close, working in close quarters for 3 years, I get it. You may be a bit of a bleeding heart, and I appreciate that. I think in that case, if it's a real concern that you're having and it's not, I need some extra drama in my life, what can I build? Then I think asking her out to lunch or to happy hour after work is legitimate, But you're not don't take her out to go poke holes in her life, Take her out if you're genuine about creating a relationship with her and wanting to be involved in what she is going through. And if she's not open to that, keep moving, She's got her own stuff, you've got your own stuff. But it's unfair to jump to those conclusions. And it's dangerous to jump to those conclusions. So let's just not do that. I think that's it. So there it is. I did it. I really did it. My first episode of BEAU KNOWS. I'm super excited. And I freaking love this. This setup is exactly what I wanted. The lighting's all right. I'm not stressed out about hair or anything like that. And it just makes me feel so much more comfortable to just be real, get real, and take this shit on. Sometimes it's going to be funny. Sometimes it's not going to be funny. And I think those are 2 awesome questions. And I thank you guys for sending them in to me. I really appreciate the support of all the questions I've gotten. And I'm always ready for more. I don't really know if I'm going to post this on YouTube or not. Probably. So you can subscribe down there, wherever that is. And you can follow. And you can send questions in. You can just send them into my regular email right now, beaufieldberry@gmail.com. Or you can send them to my website, beaufieldberryfisher.com. And I'm sure maybe I'll eventually have an email strictly for BEAU KNOWS. But until then, thank you. And cheers. From the box to the cup.